What if I told you that the way you dress would change your professional lives? So today, we are here with Almar Lurie. She is a professional in helping people dress for success, making them choose the right outfits that will make them stand out there and help them bring out their best selves. She's a coach, business coach, and she's going to join us today for a discussion about the psychology of dressing and how we can take advantage of it in our professional lives. Almar, how are you doing today?
Hello, Yuval. Thank you. I'm doing really well. That was a lovely introduction.
So, maybe share with us, first of all, where maybe share with us a little bit about where are you from, a little bit about your background, and what brought you into the coaching business, and then a little bit about your work. And we're going to start talking a little bit about the psychology, dive into the psychology of choosing our outfits, colors, and share some insights about it.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see, my background. Well, huh, it's a good one. I grew up on the island of Guam, and that's on the other side of the United States. For those of you, it's about 3 hours from Japan and the Philippines. So Asia was pretty much my playground. Uh, did a little bit of studying in California when I finished high school, studying business, and then would spend my summers in France, where I ended up staying and studying fashion design and pattern making, which then led me to want to stay in Europe. So then I moved to Italy to learn Italian and hopefully work in a house there. But then I had this calling for a job to fly back to Guam and work in a retail company that actually were closing down, and they needed someone to come and clean up. And so my life kind of took a little turn, and I thought, oh, Asia's a really be great to go back to Guam, be in Asia since I just finished fashion school. That's a perfect place to start my own fashion brand. Uh, Fast forward, I ended up staying for more than 2 years, ended up working in the fashion industry for 25 years. I was a buyer. I would fly to Hong Kong every month. For a little bit, I'd go to Macau or San Francisco, Los Angeles, and essentially had a huge closet to walk into every month and just select. Uh, After 25 years, that's thousands of pieces of clothing that till today, if I see on the street, know that I bought, which is crazy if I think about it. So yeah, from working in clothing stores in high school to today, uh, I live and breathe clothing. Didn't think anything of it when I then moved and transitioned into I left the fashion world, not completely. I still have some fashion running uh, through different rooms in my life. But I became a certified life coach last year with Jay Shetty. And then that evolved into taking a hypnotherapy course with Paul McKenna, and then NLP with Richard Bandler and his amazing team. So I have now been able to combine my blood, if you will, of fashion, my culture, into this new world of working with others and making their lives just better, And it's amazing how the way we dress and the way we present ourselves to the world really, truly matter because, as you well know, we are always communicating verbally and non-verbally. And the meaning of the communication is the response you get. And when you walk into the room, first impressions count and how you present yourself. You'd be
True. So,
surprised how much weight there is in that.
maybe share with us why is it important to choose our outfit? Let's start from why is it important to choose our outfit for our listeners to make sure they make the right decisions for them. They wake up in the morning, what outfit should they choose? Why is it important? So important to make the right decisions for yourself, and what value would they gain after listening to our conversation today?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, I'd like to compliment the shirt you're wearing as you prepared to start, this interview with me. You probably had a feeling in mind with how you wanted to feel and present. And I'm sure that led you to choosing the exact shirt that you're wearing. And perhaps putting on that shirt made you feel like you were slipping into a persona, into a role that you are playing with me right now. And that's the exact thing that clothing and getting dressed does for us each morning. We are putting on a costume, if you will, although of course we're not dressing in a costume sense, but we are becoming it's the cape, Superman's cape. As soon as you put on the cape, you become Superman or Supergirl, Superwoman.
It puts us right in the state, in the right mindset that we want to have, which is an interesting thing. There is, if we speak about Judaism, we have Purim, which is holiday that everyone puts a costume. Everyone dress up with different costumes, and if it's here in America, I think all over the world there is Halloween that people also dress up with different costumes, and people choose who they want to become for one night, one day, and it changes the whole perspectives. People really get into the persona that they choose to wear. So
Exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't wear what you wear to the beach to an office meeting, would you?
definitely no.
No, so exactly. No, you are exactly right. And so, and I think where things get a little complicated is when you have too many choices. Although as human beings, we all have a choice, but sometimes when there's too much, we can get a little confused, especially in the morning when you're getting ready for work. And so one of the things that I do is I the first step is I come to your closet and we kind of we go through everything and you pick out your favorite looks, and so we determined your style, and then you find that there's so many excess pieces that you never wear. There's that 20-80 rule, right? You only wear 20% of your let's say we're talking about clothes, of the things in your closet. And so also, removing that clutter from your mind and having something a little bit more streamlined and clear does amazing things for your brain and how you operate in the world. So that's super important for me, especially of how you are operating in the world, and how you look is a huge factor.
Now, I know there are different colors, and each color maybe present a different mindset that we want to share out with the world.
Mhm.
So, is there any specific colors that people should pay attention when they wear? If it's for meeting, for professional setting, for dates, for different type of settings, that they should pay attention to the color that they are wearing and what they want to show out there to the world.
Sure. Well, first off, I suggest you wear a color you truly love. Just because a color means something and it's not something you care for, no, because you will only be as comfortable as you love what you're wearing and what the colors you look. Everybody knows that red elicits a state of desire. So, red for dates or romantic scenarios is always a go. I love monochromatic for business settings, black, white, gray. As boring as that sounds, it elicits power, it elicits seriousness. Um, it's a no-brainer and a no-failer, just really. And as far as colors are concerned, It doesn't have to get complicated. What season are we in? Yeah, where do you live? Because if you live in Florida, like you do, there's no true winter. It is sunny all year round. However, so let's say you want to wear a bright orange in that may be okay in December in Florida, but probably not so much in New York. So, of course, your environment has a lot to do with it, but patterns get tricky. But colors, how does it make you feel? Because you are the catalyst. You're driving. So, how does that color make you feel? I don't know. Did I answer that? Was that too
Yeah,
lengthy of a
was no,
response?
was pretty good, pretty good. What's your favorite color and why?
Oh gosh. I black is a go-to for me always. I'm always in a rush and I don't have to think about it. And I feel powerful in it. Um, and it just suits my personality, I think. But my close second would be blue. I think blue is peaceful and calming, and I do love to wear blue. Boy, I can't pick one color. But if I were to suggest to anyone, I think, especially in a work setting or just to make it easy, black is lovely, just as white is.
You can't
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with that.
You just can't. You really can't. And then, you are a testament to that. Look at you.
Wow, so it's a whole world of choosing the right colors, right outfits, which shirt will go with which pants. And I'm thinking to myself, so as you talked about, there are different seasons.
Hmm.
And each season, you said that, for example, an orange shirt in Florida might not fit exactly in New York. So, how the seasons or the colors of the shirt will connect with the seasons?
Sure. Well, there's an elegance, right, in the balance of coupling with your surroundings. And so I like to view life as, different scenes. I love movies and theater. And so you look at your scene. Where are you? What are the colors that surround? What does the air feel like? What will you be doing? And if you were a character in that scene, what would you be wearing?
What would you say there is maybe a good tip for people to maybe figure out what's their better colors or better outfits to choose from if they look at their closet right now?
Mhm.
How they know maybe what colors are better for them?
Gosh, I think everybody knows instinctively looking in the mirror what colors that they prefer and that they love. So everyone is unique. Um, there's no rule, truly. It's really how you put it all together. A mutual friend of ours I was speaking with her the other day, and she was at a seminar and she didn't continue the classes. And I had asked her why. And she said because the way the presenter was dressed did not correlate, didn't match the subject matter and the authority that they were supposed to be embodying for this seminar, and she couldn't take them seriously. And that was a moment for me, really. It was fascinating. And and it's not colors, it's overall um, it's how you put it all together. And at the end of the day, less is more. Always. Less is always more. And when in doubt, that old rule that, oh, before you leave the house, take one thing off. I say it is a good one. It is definitely a good one.
Those are some good tips for people to remember. Hmm, looking at your life, working as a coach, working in the fashion industry, how those two worlds combine together. How do you see those two worlds combine together, fashion and coaching, and how how it goes along with helping people improve their lives.
Oh, yeah. That's just, first of all, when you look amazing and you're dressed well, it does wonders for your outlook, for your peace of mind, for your mood even. You put on that special jacket and suddenly you feel amazing. And I have the privilege of working with people one on one, whether that be, in their home, working through their closet, or taking them, we go shopping. But in our time together, then there are so many other things that come and unfold from the dressing aspect. It's confidence, it's health and wellness. I come from a health and wellness background as well. I've run 10 marathons. I've done detoxes in Thailand and tried every diet there is. And so I also have a health aspect that I bring into my clients' lives when I work with them. But yeah, it's the whole package. It's not just, how we dress ourselves, but it's how we feel on the inside. And of course, dressing helps a lot. But there's health, wellness, mindset. Um, yeah, so much. It's never ending, really. I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts about that, Yuval? What are you thinking?
I'm it makes me think right now, to be honest, hearing all of your thoughts about outfits, about dressing, um, make me think if you have maybe a motto or a philosophy that you go by in your life that maybe it connects in some way to fashion and coaching, maybe not, that leads you to make the right decisions in your life. Um, chasing after your dreams, living with passion, following your passion in life.
I wouldn't say I have a motto so much, but I have become really good friends with myself, and I think that helps a lot. I have come to know all the different facets of who I am, um, which help me then be as authentic and live as authentically as as I am, really. And I love, if everyone goes right, I'll go left. And it's just following your inner compass. And I think a lot of people are really afraid to follow their inner compass, or can't even hear it yet. And I think that is the secret, really.
If we're gonna look at our conversation today, it was we talked about different aspects, different perspectives, different ideas that connects to fashion, coaching, and what would be one thing that you say you want to make sure that our listeners pay attention to and take with them after our conversation here, that if they forget everything, they would remember that one thing.
And who are you? Who are you? And are you presenting your you to the world?
Who are you? That's a good question. Who am I? That's a good question to ask.
Hmm.
Why are we here in this world?
Yeah, are we getting a little bit too deep? No, but who are you today? Who are you today?
That's a good one. Um, one one thing, we're getting into the towards the end of the podcast, but I wanna um talk a little bit about, we all know that one person that doesn't care of how they dress at all. And they say, no, it doesn't matter. I don't care about my outfit. It doesn't matter in life. What would you tell them?
Well, it's like, what don't you care? You don't care about the style. That's fine because that's a style in itself. But I think having clean clothes, having yourself, put together, just don't look sloppy. You can have whatever style you like. I think actually the more different, the more exciting and precious. But it's a respect that you show yourself in in taking a moment to maybe iron the shirt and making sure that you don't have any holes or any stains. And it's a respect that then radiates outwards to everybody that you come into contact with. It's like when you're invited for lunch or for dinner, you put on a nice shirt because it shows the people you're with that you care about them, and you took some time to show them that you care about yourself too, and that I think is the most important. It's caring for others, caring for yourself, and showing a little bit of respect when you walk in the world.
That's that's a great point. That's how I see the importance of choosing the right outfit for the right occasion, because we're not thinking only about ourselves. It means that we prepared ourselves. It was important for us to dress up respectfully for the people we're going to meet, as we respect ourselves and we respect them. And
Absolutely.
it shows some subconsciously an effort that we made towards the person that would make them appreciate us even before we started speaking.
I like that. Yeah, indeed.
So, Almar, we spoke about many different, some different ideas that people can take with themselves, different perspectives, different philosophies about outfits, coaching, and life. And is there anything else you want to add for our listeners before we close the discussion of the episode of the podcast?
Mm, well, that gosh, what is there? I love answering questions. I love helping people. I have till today clients, sending me pictures of outfits that we've selected together, and that brings them joy, and the compliments that they receive. And I say, go out and bring joy to others, bring joy to yourself. And if you'd like a little information, I don't know, reach out, because I love to love to help others, love to bring joy, and I love fashion. I know I
How
live and breathe it, really. It's so good.
how will they contact you?
Well, how about, do you have any show notes that maybe we could leave my
I will
information
definitely
on?
leave you. I will definitely leave your information over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any preferably social media, email?
Well,
What would be the best way?
sure, you can. I have a website. It's almarlurie.com, and that's ALMARLURIE lifecoach.com.
Perfect.
Just real
Sounds
easy.
good.
Yeah.
Easy to
And
search.
very
Yep.
easy.
All
Thanks,
right.
Yuval.
So thank you for sharing with us your insights, your perspectives, and inspire all of us with your amazing and fascinating knowledge.
Thank
So I
you.
hope for you, all the listeners, listening to all of those ideas and perspectives and what you can gain from it to your life and how you can choose a little wisely your outfit and think about what do you want to show out to the world? Who are you as a person, and what do you want to show others to become more memorable, respected, and leave a good impact on others? Leave them a little better than who they were before. So, thank you very much for Almar for being with us and sharing her insights. And we'll see you at the next episode of Live Your Best Self.
Thank you, Yuval. That was a pleasure.